So, first
Okay.
of all, good morning, all of you, and welcome to Speak Bharat, the ultimate JD platform. Okay. So, in today's session, we are going to discuss government sector versus private sector, or we can call it government job versus private jobs. Okay. So, as you know, okay, there are many students while completing their degree or post graduation. Okay, so everybody is ambitious to join government sector because this is the dream of every student, or most of the we can say the in India. Okay, government jobs have that what we can say fame and name and prestige in our society, especially in India. Okay, so that's why most of the students while completing their degree so they want to join government sector, and for that they are studying for banking exams, then UPSC and MPSC exams, then other medical exams, or there are many more sectors available or companies available in government. And whereas in private sector we can see that there is a huge competitions. And so with this regard we are going to make comparison between these two sectors on basis of following points. For example, their vacancies or recruitment process, then after that salary, then nature of work, job stress, scope of creativity, perks and benefits, incentives, promotions. There are many things we are going to discuss. So yeah, so basis on these points we are going to discuss, we are going to cover one by one. And last also we are going to discuss, do we really need those government jobs, or do we have enough vacancies in government sector? If yes, so why government doesn't recruit the new employees in government sector if they need employees? Okay, so and how can we balance the things in our India? So first of all, who would like to start today's session?
I will start with an example. Yesterday, I saw a video of Rohit Pawar.
Okay,
Uh, he is MLA,
right,
and he raised a question against the system that recently the government was recruiting to the Talati. Okay,
right,
and they just recruited 4,000. They have actually 4,500 vacancies, and
hmm,
for that post, yes, the contract given to TCS, and they actually even applied fees of 900 to 1,000 rupees per student,
right.
and that's how the government is actually recruiting the employment, or they are just earning the money,
Collecting money.
collecting money.
Yeah, means earlier those exams were conducted by MPSC, and that
Right.
time students had to pay only 100 or 200 fees. But now,
Yeah.
so means this means now in Talati exam, okay, government is going to take that exam online. Okay,
Right.
that's why means in my opinion that's why TCS is the good company where government has
Yes.
appointed that company to conduct those exam. But their fees is very high. Means normally there are, see, the students who are appearing for government exams, they have to give many exams in a year throughout the year, right?
Right.
So its fees around 1,000 or 900 something. So there is some
Right.
issue.
Right.
So that Rohit Pawar, right?
Yes. Rohit
Rohit
Pawar.
Pawar, yeah, asked the question in the uh,
Parliament.
parliament. Okay, so why you have given this contract to TCS company? So MPSC was
Okay.
earlier taking a few, I mean, 100 rupees or 200 rupees. So
Right.
it is not possible for the most of the students to pay this much huge fee.
So that's why that's how we can compare. For government, that just they are recruiting 4,500 vacancies, and students applying near about 11 lakh students. So that's how we can see the craze in the students that
To join that.
regarding the government job. Government
Right.
job.
Okay.
Okay. And even students know that the Talati can only get the officially salary near about 30-40,000 rupees.
If I'm talking about government vacancy, so there is so many vacancies in government sector, but there is very different criteria to apply and join.
Hmm.
Just we can compare as category jobs. There in
Right.
very less job for general category,
Hmm.
and cutoff
Hmm.
for exam, and for private sector there is no any criteria or fees.
Hmm.
So I think this is the major difference to government and private, because we can't apply easily for government job there is so much money. First we pay for registration, then we will go for exam to other where centers they gives us, and then after when they shows result for interview 2 or 3 round. So normal people can't afford, I think, this process.
Okay, so you mean to say the process is lengthy of
Process
recruitment?
is lengthy, and there are so many criteria. I think if I'm comparing, I'm
Right,
general,
right.
so I never try to try for government exam because I know there is so many huge competition for general student.
Right. Okay. Yes, Ahilya ma'am.
Yes, sir. What Parul said now, that is correct. It's very lengthy procedure, and that exam also, if any student crack that theoretical exam, after that he going for interview. That time also in government sector, so many student they multiple rounds plus reference any
Reference.
reference through,
Right.
then that is the main reason. So it means a lot of students go through reference, then they get job. But if anyone don't have that any reference or something, so that
Right.
time he get problem.
Okay.
Or
So
that time he
I would like to compare vacancies in this both sector. So as you know, in government sector there are few vacancies in a year or throughout the year. Okay, and applications for those vacancies in lakhs, right? Whereas in private sector vacancies are easily available, right? And as you have mentioned that the recruitment process is very lengthy. Means in government sector we have to give first written exam. Let's take example about the MPSC exam. So first we have to give pre-exam. After 2 or 3 months we have to give again that mains exam. Again after 2 or 3 months again we will have to appear or give that interview. After that means recruitment process is a lengthy in government sector. Whereas in private sector only when you are called for the interview, so only in 1 or 2 round, or immediately in 10 or 15 days, or sometimes in 7 days, you are recruited in private jobs, right?
Right.
So vacancies are less in government sector as compared to private sector. Okay, and
Right.
also recruitment process is lengthy as compared to private sector. Okay, so now let's discuss about the nature of work, scope of creativity. Nature of work means what
Okay.
kind of work government's employees have to do.
Okay. Government employees actually they don't have any kind of target, and even they
Right.
are satisfied with that work. Those who don't want to do much in their life, means they don't have any kind of goal, then they mostly choose the government sector. Instead
Okay.
of in private sector, we can create a new things. We can have ability to give pressure on our own mind, and we can uh,
Hmm.
you know
You can set our goals.
yeah, we can set our goals, and even there we can have that chance to there. Then we can present our own thoughts
Right.
with our team or with our seniors, and
Hmm.
we can get as soon as the promotions in a private sector instead of government. In government sector, mostly it depends on the how much years you did a service over there,
Right.
and
Okay.
even we must have to follow the rules in government sector.
If we are comparing
Increment,
about
salary,
increment,
incentives.
salary, as compare government and private, so there are so many criteria in government job. They have so many extra income and extra increments yearly and monthly, kind of, we can say. There are so many government schemes. They are opting with the help of government, but in private sector there is no more option without efforts. If they are working hard and they are working overtime, extra time to, so they can earn. But in government there are so many, we can say, corruptions. They are
Right.
taking extra bribe and unauthorized work.
Huh.
They are
Illegal.
doing
Illegal.
illegal work. So these kind of facility in government job and private sector, there are no more options for increment and extra income.
Okay. Yes. Ahilya ma'am.
Yes, sir. If increment or your promotion, if you compare to government sector as and private sector, then In private sector, if you do a good work every day, or you complete your target, then you will get promotion earlier, or you change your companies, then also you will get your promotion. But in government sector, uh, only if you spend a lot of years, then automatically you will get promotion.
Right.
But in government sector, there is no any criteria, like if you do a very hard work, then also you will get year that whatever your salary is fixed, that salary.
Right.
So as compared to this, and if you in government sector, the people, because of I think they every people like same thinking, same mindset, every so, and in government sector, that I think facility are not very good or something like that. Office also, it is not well
Organized.
organized, furnished. But in private sector, you will get that luxurious feeling or something.
Good
So
ambience, good service.
good ambition, good
towards
ambience.
their-
So that I think it will also increase your work, or your feeling, or you will get
Good service.
interest on your work, or
Right.
something.
Okay. So basically, is all you mean to say that in government sector, basically promotions are based on the years of service you
Yes.
spent in
Yes.
government, and whereas in
Yes.
private, let's take example, suppose there is one PSI, and after serving 10 to 15 years he becomes PI. Again,
Right.
after 5 years, at the time of retirement, he becomes ACP. So promotions
Right.
after particularly you have to serve in government sector. So after that you are promoted. But whereas in private sector, it is depend on your total hard work, smart work. Okay, how you achieve your targets, goals. So means promotions are based on your performance, right?
Right.
Your performance,
Right.
your skills,
Yes.
how you update yourself with current
Yes.
technology. So it is depend on that. And even if you switch your job, so again you will get 30% hike and next post. So it is based on your
Right.
performance. Okay, so majorly one more thing we can say that in government sector we cannot switch the job from one department to another. So sometimes
Yes.
it is very difficult if you leave or resign from the government job. So it is next to impossible after
Right.
next to impossible to get another government job.
Government job.
So that's why
Actually, in government,
it's not possible once you join.
Possible.
But in
Yes.
private sector, you can miss if you don't like the work culture, if you don't like the work or company. So you can take a decision, you can resign, you can join another company, you can join another place, destination, right? You can also switch your field, right?
right.
Yeah. So we can say this is the disadvantage of government sector. Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about the job surety.
Job security.
Job surety, job security.
Yes.
I think in government job there is job security, because in private sector, in government sector there is no one who can fire you.
Right.
But in private sector, it's happened so many times. So job security in government job, there is job security.
Yes.
In government job, we that they can secure their job. In private, there is so much criteria. If a company is going in loss, so anytime employer would be fired from them. So I think government job is best for security purpose. That's why people is going for a government job, because they have so many extra benefits for employee. If employee is not able to work in future, so they will give
Salary. They will get salary.
they will get salary. Other person in family, they will get job for other person in family member, and so many facilities they will give. But in private sector we can't expect more. They will not give a huge amount in retirement, and any uncertainty they will not. Pension
Right.
and some government sector is good.
Pradeep, job security.
Okay. When I was working with private sector, at that time, it's like a daily routine for me. In every morning meeting, my manager used to say that
You need to leave a
If
job.
you are not able to do the target,
Uh,
then go to home.
right. Hmm.
So
Banking
this
sector,
sentence is,
it happens in banking sector in sales. Most of the
yeah,
private limited banks. Hmm.
it happens. I think it happens in every sales field.
Right.
Every manager used to say that sentence in the morning to everyone
Hmm.
that who will
So
not able to do the
today
target,
you have to
go home.
complete this target, and even we have meetings in the
Otherwise,
evening.
yes,
Right.
and
So means
otherwise you can resign.
so means okay, you cannot fired in government sector. Suppose even
Right.
you sometimes you make any mistake, so you are transferred from one place to another. So in our newspaper we always read these things. Okay, one person like the means suppose there is one good person, for example Tukaram Munde, if you know IS. Okay,
Yes.
so
Yes.
he has been transferred many times or at many places.
Yes.
Okay,
Right.
but no one can fire or dismiss him. Understood? But
Right.
in
Right.
private sector, if you are unable to complete your given task on timely basis, so anytime you are fired, right? And you will have to
Right.
give resignation. So
Right.
means in private sector there is no jobs security. So and in private government sector there is a security. In private sector, okay, sometimes as miss already we have mentioned that okay, there is no fixed timings. So there is a flexibility, means even we can work from home, right? But in
Right.
government sector it is not possible. We have to go to office. It is not allowed to work from home, right?
Right. Right.
Yeah, so we can say the means this is also the major comparison between these two sectors. In private jobs we can sometimes we can work from home. It is not allowed in government jobs. Next.
Right. And in government, it's a typical time 10 to 6. After that, you don't need to stop in the office.
Hmm.
But in private sector, if the manager asks you to stop for 2 3 hours,
Hmm.
then you have to stop there and you have to complete your work.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they will not allow you to go home.
Yeah.
So
Right.
that happens many
So
times.
I was working one of the edtech companies. Do you know edtech companies like Byju's?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Byju
Yeah.
is one of the edtech company. So I was also working one of the edtech companies. So my uh, work was to call every day around 100 people and to fix the demo. So
Okay.
means 9:30 to 4 o'clock I used to call to more than 100 people and to give entire information on phone. After that
Right.
I had to leave my office and to go their home every day. So sometimes
Right.
I used to go Mansar, sometimes I used to go Naranggaon, Alefata. Means around every day I used to travel 100 more than 100 kilometer, right? So
Right.
one day
Okay.
what happened, I couldn't complete my 100 calls. So manager told me sit in the office, you are not allowed to go to home. And it was the 8. So I requested my manager, sir, now it's 8 o'clock, if I call on this time, so this is not good. So still he means means I feel that I hurt his ego. So he told me no problem, okay, doesn't matter whether it is 8 or 9, start calling.
Right.
So means in this way the behavior of towards employee is not good, right?
Right.
But
Right.
in government sector it is not allowed if you make any complaint. Okay, so
Right.
so that's why it's a misbehavior in government. So most of the time we cannot see, but in private
Yes.
sector there are many bad things or worse things happening.
Yes.
One more thing,
Yes.
in government sector we don't get enough holidays. Even we have national holidays, but sometimes if we work in a sale, so still we have to work. But whereas in government jobs, okay, there are many holidays, Saturday, Sunday, national holidays. Apart from that, maternity leave, paternity leave, there are many
Yes.
things available. Hmm.
Summer
Right.
vacation.
Summer vacation, as means courts, all courts,
Yes, all.
district courts, they are closed in for a month in summer. Do
Yes,
you know?
for a 15-day. Yes,
15 day
my
or
father
month.
is in
uh,
district court, so they
yes,
have
they have
enough
summer holidays.
summer holidays.
Yes.
Right.
Teachers also
Yeah.
have a summer holiday, 1 month,
Month.
Diwali
And
vacation,
Diwali
15
holiday.
days.
Right. Hmm.
Hmm.
In
So
that case,
actually,
teachers are very lucky.
I think for a life, for a long life, government job is very good because we can survive more as a age wise, because there
right.
is a very low pressure we can say. But in
There is
private sector,
hmm.
there in private sector very high pressure. The people is suffering so many disease and
Yeah, BP,
BP and
sugar, diabetes.
because of
Yes.
target and extra efforts, no time limit.
That's
So
why do you know most of the in IT companies or any private companies, so most of the employees they are addicted to
Right.
smoking and alcohol.
any bad habit,
Drinking. Right.
yes.
Yes.
Hmm. One
Yes.
more thing I would like to make comparison. In government sector, there are many sectors. Okay, even they are public sectors, but most of the employees they ask for bribe to their customers, right? But it is not allowed in private sector. So in government sector, sometimes most of the employees they ask for bribes, right? Hmm.
Yes.
Right.
This happens
So it
much more.
happens. Hmm. Next point.
I think one benefit is in government job. If that any government person before retirement or in young age, if he
Hmm.
died or something, that time I think
Hmm.
his family or his wife are
Hmm.
educated,
Hmm.
then they will get that
Job,
job.
right?
So that is one of the benefit.
Yes. But in
Right.
private sector, it doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen.
Yes.
And after retirement also, if that person died, then after also his wife get pension.
Right.
So that is
Yes.
one of the
Right.
Good reason. Hmm.
Services in government sector, mostly in banking sector, we can say that the banks are actually very good, but the services which are providing by their employees, it's very worst.
Hmm.
People feel very
Hmm.
angry towards them, and
With
because
their services.
because whenever the customer entered in the bank, no one is care about him. No one is giving priority to them. They need to stop much more time in the bank to came if suppose they want to deposit their money in the account, so they need to wait for their turn.
Right.
It takes a lot of time to
Hmm.
come to their number. And, instead, if we compare with the private banks, the private bank atmosphere is also good. There is not too much rush, and even those employees also give a priority to the customer.
Hmm.
And if someone, I will share one of my experience
Hmm.
about the private bank. It's situated in Banda Garden,
Hmm.
okay, HSBC Bank.
Hmm.
So once a customer entered in the bank,
Right.
so he complained to some of the person in the bank
Hmm.
about that he is not getting the parking to park his vehicle.
Hmm.
Okay, so that's why he became angry, and he shouted to their employees that he is going to close all his accounts from that
Right.
bank,
Right.
and he need to disclose it within a day.
Hmm.
Okay, so when he going out of the bank, then he manager came suddenly towards him,
Hmm.
and the manager apologized him for that
Apologize.
they are not able to provide the parking at
Okay.
that certain time.
Okay.
So that's how. But if we compare that in a private sector, then
Hmm.
sorry, in government banks, then the
They
manager
don't
will
care. They don't
not
care.
they don't care about.
Whether their cars are towed by the traffic
Yes,
traffic
yes.
rules. So means
So that's
basically
the
in
difference,
private sector, their employees or those companies value their customers. They
right?
are always ready to give proper or instant service to their customers. Whereas in
yes.
Right,
government sector or government banks, they don't care about their customers, right? Sometimes
right,
even
right,
they means there are many we can say the customers or people they want to open account, they want to get that debit card. Sometimes they don't know how to use that online transactions or online applications, but those employees are not interested, means they don't care or
right,
they don't value their customers.
right,
Hmm. Public limited
If we
company
are
means.
talking
Hmm.
about government and private services, so they have everything. If we are talking about bank, so they have everything, computer system and some everything, employee also, but they don't care about anything. If we go same time, if we go in private bank, so
Hmm.
they will provide any kind of alternate solution, but in government bank they can't. They will follow their rules and the system.
Hmm.
You come day after tomorrow and then you will get solution, but
Right.
in private bank they will,
In most of the government offices, we always are asked to come tomorrow.
yes,
right,
they
To
never
come tomorrow.
try to complete
Come in
same
next week.
day.
Come next week. Come tomorrow. Come
Wha-
after a month.
Yes, I have
Hmm.
my personal experience. One, I have two account. One are in government SBI and one ICICI. In my maternal home SBI. When I went there for my passbook,
Hmm.
they said employee is not available today, so come tomorrow. But they told me your checkbook and passbook is here.
Hmm.
It's received yesterday, but you come because we don't have employee. I said I will search my passbook personally and I will give you. You can hand over. But they said no, you can't. Then at the time I requested, I tomorrow is my reservation, so please help me. I stand 1 or 2 hour continuously in front
Yeah,
of
so
gate.
means
I
you
will
see
never go.
that's why most of the government sectors they are suffering losses because
Yes,
their
they
and
even don't want to try.
government is not responsible. Their employees are responsible for that.
Right,
Yes,
right,
and in if I'm comparing about same time private bank, so they every
Means
time they want
hmm,
to help in alternate way. If I don't have password, if though I don't have, they always give these kind of you can try in with this app, you can use this solution. So I think
right. Yes.
even it happens in many times whenever you visit in your family functions. If
Hmm,
you are earning 1 lakh rupees per month, but you are working with a private sector, then
hmm,
no one cares about you. No one
right.
will respect you in that
Yeah,
much way.
but
Yes.
if you
If
work in a
someone,
government sector, so you get
okay,
that fame or name or value.
right,
Hmm,
Because of
people
job
thinks
security.
like,
hmm,
yeah, job security, and people thinks that he can actually, who can obey the law and who have a law in his
See,
hand,
actually, see what
Yes.
happens. No, no. Instead of law, we can say that they have powers.
power.
Let's
Right,
take
Yes.
right.
example
Power.
They
about the
have power.
PI or
Right,
commissioners. They have
right, right,
means considering their post, they have less salary.
right,
Understood? Means
right,
we can consider that any IPS officer as compared to CEO of any company. Means CEO gets more
right,
than 5 lakhs,
exactly.
6 lakh, 10 lakhs, but
Right,
those officers only get 1 lakh. But they have powers.
Power.
right,
But
right,
sometimes it
Correct.
seems that they don't use their power in a right way. Right?
right.
Okay.
Correct.
Last question I want to ask you. Okay. So most of the students, any graduate, as Pradeep has mentioned that 11 lakh students or candidates have applied for the Talati post, and the posts are only 4,500, right?
Right.
So, what do you think about this situation? How can we change this situation? So, students should continue applying for government jobs, or should they make career? Okay, by wasting 3 or 4 years, or they should start their career, and they have to prove if you are ready to take hard work. Obviously, means if you have that attitude or confidence, obviously within 3 or 4 years you can be a successful person in private sector, right? So
Right.
what do you say about this situation? Everybody wants to, everybody wants to get or everybody wants to join government sector. So instead of that, means, what would you like to say to those students?
I think when the system would be changed, so that time people can apply it for private. For example, if they will change, they will get pension and extra benefit in private job also. That time people definitely get applied for private also, because both are paying tax and everything,
Right.
so they can able to get facilities, these kind of
Mm-hmm. Okay.
security purpose.
Okay. So you mean to say private companies or a private sector, okay, should start giving pension to employees,
Every
their employees,
facility what they are giving day, year
what
by
they are
year.
getting in government sector.
Government job.
Yes,
Okay. So that after that, those candidates will start applying in private sectors.
in private sector also.
Yes, Pradeep, what do you say?
I think the government officials,
Lakhs of candidates are applying for government sector, but vacancies are not enough.
yes, and mostly I think uh, okay, this happens just because those people think that there is a job security in government sector. So the answer on that, I can say the government should take actions. Who those people who not working properly, who already
Hmm,
employed in private sector, they should terminate them immediately.
hmm,
Okay, they should take strict actions against them.
hmm,
So it might be a example for those students who can think that if we did not work over there, then they can also terminate us.
hmm.
Okay, that should be an
Correct.
example to them.
Hmm.
And I think they should change mind tendency, those students. Okay, because they think that if
Hmm.
we can work with the government sector,
Once I get a job, no one can fire me
no one
from
can
that.
fire them. Okay, they can survive their full life with that government job, and it's a very relaxing job. So that mind tendency should be changed
Yes.
of
Correct.
that students.
Okay. Yeah,
So
Ahilya madam,
that's
what do you say?
Yes, sir. That mindset should be changed, and government should organize that some committee who will take action immediately.
Right. So means and
And
their employees have some fear.
fear,
There
yes,
should be some
and
fear.
yes, and students also first decide if they want stability or security, or if they want only their individual growth. And after that, student also decide if they want only security or stability, then they will go through that government job. And if they want their individual growth or financial growth, then I think
They should
student will
join.
go,
Yeah.
they should join private sector. Yes,
Okay. So you mean to say those candidates want security. Okay. So they
yes,
should join government sector. And those candidates they want growth and good salary packages, and they want to achieve success in short term, so they can work hard or work smart in private sector, and they should join private sector. So
yeah.
that's it for today's session. Okay, so shall we stop today?
Okay.
Chalo.
Okay.
Everybody clap for everyone. So day by day we are improving our fluency, thought process, we are discussing on different topics, okay, by which also we are going to improve our vocabulary. And when we listen to each other, so we come to know everyone's opinion, their views, right? And by which ultimately we are going to increase our knowledge. Means we have to improve that ability. Whenever the topic is given, I can speak on that topic. We have to build that attitude in ourselves. And when
Right.
it can be possible or happen, when we speak every day likewise, right? Okay,
Right.
so
Right.
be regular. Okay, have a great day. Bye bye.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Bye.
Bye.